Welcome back, new viewers and Game Bears. It is time for the bonus finale of the Mega Man X8 playthrough, and today, just like in the previous episode, we're going to play the entire game all over again, but instead of using the male characters, we are going to use Alia, Layer, and Pallette, the Navigators. But before we begin that, why don't we go back to the R lab for a second? Because I unlocked them the normal way, as you saw before, and grinded a lot off screen and bought all of their upgrades just for this little bonus episode. So, how you get these guys, just as a little reminder, is you gotta use a certain one of the three of them a maximum number of times. Well, they're not a maximum number of times, but the most amount of times, and then you unlock them after beating the game. Like I was able to do with Pallette in the last episode. But if you don't want to do all that garbage, you can always use the codes for Alia, or if you're playing the Japanese version, Area. You would press on the title screen, you'd press down on your controller, and by the way, I'm playing the Switch version, down on your controller, R, up, L, Y, B, X, A. For a layer, press Y twice, R, or right, excuse me, B and R. And by R, L, we mean R and L1, just to remind you. And finally, for Pallette, on the title screen, you would press R1, B, left, Y, and Y again. So that's how you unlock them if you don't want to do things the hard way. But anyways, we're going to start off with Dank Mantis' stage. And why don't we use Alia and Layer for this? Now, there's a few things I'd like to talk about as well with this, like a lot of unused content that's in this game, pertaining to these three Navigators. Alright, so as I've mentioned before, Alia basically is just female X, only she lacks the armors for X, as well as the Shoryuken and the Nova Strike. However, in the game's files, there's unused sound clips for Alia using the Shoryuken as well as the Nova Strike. And for Layer is literally just Zero, can use the weapons just like Zero can, only you have to buy them separately for her, so if you thought grinding for that was tedious for Zero, do it all over again for Layer. But she pretty much has everything that Zero has except for the black armor buffs, so you can't use that for Layer. And as for Pallette, just female Axel. She can hover in the air when she attacks and do a normal hover, only she doesn't have the A-Trans. But just like Alia, she has unused clips in the game for the A-Trans ability that Axel has. So, without further ado, might as well keep on going. That is something I'll end up discussing later on in the unused content for this video. Though all those upgrades are already coming in good handy. Alright, I'm just gonna go this way. Jump past him. I might as well get him out of the way and make this a little easier. I should be using the Sigma Blade. What am I doing? There we go. Actually, why am I even getting those medals? I have all the upgrades in the game. I just wasted time for no reason. Alright, just doing this little enemy gauntlet, and hopefully this is the last time I ever have to deal with this. Though there is other content in this game that we can do, but I'm not going to do it in this episode. I've already spent a lot of time grinding to get all the upgrades in this game, so I'll show it off real quick in this episode, but I'm not going to unlock every single one of them. Besides, the way to unlock them is kind of tedious too, but we'll talk about that later on. Alright, along with the unused content I mentioned before, there's also unused voice clips in Japanese only for X, Zero, and Axel being Navigators in place of the ladies. So if y'all are interested, I might try to find those old Japanese voice clips and put them in the description below for those of you on YouTube. Which, in my opinion, they should have definitely dubbed that in English. Would have loved to hear the male characters trying to be Navigators instead of Maverick Hunters. Alright, went through that without getting caught. Yo, you're slacking on the job, excuse me. I'd like to even go over how I was able to grind all those rare metals, or I keep saying rare metals, but just normal old metals. I just realized all the damage I was just taking, but it didn't matter. Oh, come on. I didn't see it coming from that side. Oh well. And thankfully I have the upgrade that doesn't allow me to get knocked over. I try not to get touched by spikes accidentally. Oh. By not getting touched by spikes accidentally, I touch those. But thankfully I have the spike guard upgrade. So it didn't matter. Anyways, let Lair heal those in. Though, one sad thing about playing as the Navigators, they don't have dialogue with the Mavericks. Unlike the Maverick Hunter characters. Oh well. Warning. Warning. Would have been cool to see how they would interact with each other, but sadly we don't get to see that. I am playing this on normal as well, because you already saw me play this entire game on hard, so no point in doing all that. There is easy mode in this game as well, and really the only thing easy mode does, it just allows you to skip the second Lumine fight, I'm pretty sure. Either that or right after you beat Sigma, the game is just the credits roll. I'd rather wait for him to get enraged before I use that multi-attack. Thank the Lord I got all those upgrades so we're not taking too much damage. Alright, which way are you gonna go? This way? I figured out a better way to dodge this attack, actually, specifically for when Lumine uses it at the end of the game. Just whichever side you happen to be at, that's where they'll swing first. Also, the elongated rapier does not look right. Oh, whatever, he's dead. Doesn't matter. Alright, no point in getting those, but who cares? I kinda hate that they reuse their animations from their male counterparts. They should have given them new animations, but whatever. And, well, there's an intermission stage, which is what I was talking about before that we were gonna do in this game, but we're gonna save that for another time. Anyways, Lair and Pallette. I do like a lot of the voice clips that they get. Hey, thanks for the raid, Ibs. Thanks for the beautiful raid. Hello, Eclipse. How you doing today? Anyway, switching to second point, now we have the spinning attack that I really like to use. Hello, Ibs. How you doing today? Alright, now we're gonna do this little boring section over here for the next minute. Hello, Lou, how are you doing today? And Extra Bad Games, how are you doing today? Thank you for becoming a Gamer Bear. Extra Bad Games. You followed twice. Thank you very much for that. I'm doing just fine, thank you for asking. You really should play Mega Man. Specifically, you should start with the Classic Series first. I'm playing an X Series game. Thank you, Tallest Bat, for becoming a Gamer Bear. We've hit our goal of... well, not our goal, but just 3 more and we'll hit our goal of 325 followers. Thank you, Eclipse, for becoming a Gamer Bear. And thank you, Shady, for becoming a Gamer Bear. Y'all are the best. Let's see if I can get 10 more of these. I love Baddies 2002. Thank you for becoming a Gamer Bear. We're at 324, just one more. Yes, that's the name of everybody who subscribes/follows. Subscribes on YouTube, follows on Twitch, etc. A little team name, if you will. Alright, we're just falling through the sky for whatever reason. Just kill this guy real quick. Alright, time to double jump up here. Thank you very much. Like, it seems like the best name I could have chosen for that. Thank you for loving being a gamer bear. You're the best, man. Alright, just jump in the middle, use the reason why I go to Dark Mantis' stage first. I don't even know why I'm bothering getting the medals. Already bought everything in the game. Alright, get this guy out of here. Everything looks interesting, I do recommend it. Highly. And I missed out on that. Ah, well, that's fine. Don't need to do the optional Cutman fight. This is on a Legacy Collection, actually. This game in particular came out back in 2005 on the PS2, essentially. Excuse me, I stutter quite a bit, but anyways. This game originally came out on the PS2 back in 2005. It's on a Legacy Collection, actually, along with X5, X6, and X7. If you're curious about those, you should watch my playthrough on YouTube, shameless plug, of Mega Man X5, X6, and X7. I gotta plug the channel somehow, man. If you're curious about it, the YouTube channel is in the link in the description below. I did also just recently hit 800 subs as well. Real close, man, getting these goals done. I thank every single one of you for that. You want to know what's even crazier? We're supposed to get a Mega Man X9, but it hasn't happened yet. Alright. Alright, that's the end of that. Get our prizes. Not counting re-releases like this Legacy Collection we're playing, this is the X Legacy Collection Volume 2, with the first volume having X1, X2, X3, and X4 on it. Like, if I go to my home screen, yeah, these are all my games, yes, I know, I'm one big gamer dude. The first Legacy Collection is right over here with Mega Man X1 through X4 on it. The one we're playing has X8 on it, and as well as X5, X6, and X7. And for the latest one, like, because the latest Mega Man related thing to come out was the Mega Man Battle Network collection, which is from the Battle Network series. No, 8, for the X series specifically, 8 is not the most recent game. The most recent is a gacha game that closed down back in 2024, or 2023 actually. Ow. Get hit by lasers. For the Battle Network, from Mega Man X5, which is a gacha game. That closed down in late 2023. But, on Steam you can buy an offline version, something I wish more gacha games would do whenever they close down. On Steam for $30, and you can get on a discount for $15. That's the most recent X-Series game, but originally it started out as an X-Series game before the other Mega Man series, like the Classic Series or the Zero Series, got in there. It's just how it started out, but I'd say the most recent Mega Man game that isn't, well, besides X-Dive, that isn't either a gacha game or a re-release, is Mega Man 11, which came out back in 2011. I was a junior in high school when that came out. Just to answer your question. I feel like we will get some sort of new Mega Man game eventually whenever Capcom starts disrespecting our boy Mega Man, but yeah. One of their flagship franchises. I know, not everything can... I'm sorry, Capcom, not everything can be Monster Hunter and Street Fighter. Thank you. I love those franchises, but I think Mega Man's better than them, personally. Anyways, down goes Optic Sunflower. I'd probably go Maverick 2 if I were a Sunflower, but whatevs. Oh, you think that's cool? There's a whole full-on story of this stuff as well. Like when I mentioned, the Battle Network series actually takes place separately from the Classic and the X series. And later with the Star Force series. That looks like a hard... I mean, I don't know if you can... Well... I mean, I haven't played a Street Fighter game myself, but I just prefer Mega Man. Don't need to see all that. We already saw that during the main playthrough. Go over to this place next. Bring Alia with us. Well, I don't think the graphics are revamped from the original. They're kind of just ported in, or emulated in, I guess. Alright, a lot of spikes in this level, and I don't have rookie mode on, so I might die from this. But that's okay. I think this plays, I don't know, it's kind of hard for me to tell if it's 60 FPS or 30 FPS just from looking at it. I want to say it's probably 30, I don't know. Most Switch games do tend to, well, this was originally a PS2 game, but it might have been 60 FPS, I don't know, I gotta look it up. I generally don't understand how people can tell if it's 30 FPS or 60 FPS just by looking at it, but whatever. Yes, X8. That is quite crazy to think about, yes. Well, actually, fun fact about Mega Man, specifically the Classic Series one, which is something I'll talk about when I eventually play Mega Man 1 on the channel. But gotta get through the X Series first, that's what I started with. And which of those four men do you know? Oh, almost got crushed. Alright, now I must be careful of the spikes. It looks really nice, yeah. Like, I'd say the graphics of this game actually aged pretty well. It is an optional weapon that Layer and, by extension, Zero can use. But we're not playing as the male characters. You want to see them be played? We already did that playthrough earlier. Also, Boba Fett's here. Wait a minute. Hey, Vile, I've got your favorite! A charge shot! Not a charge shot! For all of you who don't know, in Mega Man Maverick Hunter X, there's a line where Vile says, not a charge shot, when X blasts him. And anytime he shows up, I just like to say that little meme. The character designs are very good in the X series. Very few of them I generally dislike. I mean, some of the 3D models in this game do have some geometry about them. Like, a lot of older 6th gen console games, mostly on the GameCube, have that, so it makes sense. I just go to this portal over here. We don't need to go down there. Alright, this teleporter over here. And best be careful with this. Yes, I've completed this game before. I've had this copy of the Legacy Collection since I was in high school. This is just our little playthrough of this. Yeah, I've been grinding this game an awful lot off screen just for this episode. As you can tell by all the things that I've gotten. Alright, now we fight Grabby and Tonian. Thank you for the compliment. I had a lot of practice playing this game, as I mentioned just a second ago. But this is the finale for this playthrough. Oh, oops. I'm pretty much done with this playthrough. Miss me, haha. Alright, this boss is quite pathetic, as you've seen throughout the playthrough. Just use the spinning move we get from Dark Mantis, and you'll beat him pretty much each and every time. Alright, drop that block, and one more good hit and he's dead. And he's dead. No, it's actually, you can get it as early as fighting Dark Mantis, the boss we fought earlier. And I always go for that stage first. I mean, with Mega Man games, you can choose whatever stages you want to go in your order, which is part of the replayability of the platforming Mega Man games. So if you choose to do it last, you can, but you don't have to. I always go for it first because this move is busted. And like I mentioned before, for those of you who do not know, spent a lot of time grinding off screen just for all of these upgrades. Just for this episode. And same thing with the male characters, too. Alright, Rock Trilobite is next. We're not going to bring Lair for this one. Alright, now this giant robot, if you all were wondering how I got all those medals off screen, well, here's your answer. I just kept blasting this guy over and over again as White Axle. Since he can float indefinitely, and I put it on rookie mode too, just so I can take the hits a little bit better. And because every time you attack him, little red medals will drop, so if you ever want to grind medals, it does take a little bit. It can be a bit tedious at times. But, you do that, you'll be able to get medals in no time. I was able to save up like 50,000 in about a half hour. Just constantly blasting him. But not at this point in the stage, later on in the stage when we hit the cliff. I do the homework all the time, gotta do that for these playthroughs. For unused content, for the gameplay mechanics, certain obscure things. Got that from Chunky Conroy, shoutouts to him, all of that. Alright, so this cliff right over here, let's just hit that. And this is how I constantly grinded using White Axle, just stand right over here, you won't take hits most of the time. And you get those red charms. What I also did, playing as Ultimate Armor X, since he has a lot of damage reduction, especially if you're playing on rookie mode, he pretty much takes no damage, so you can keep constantly grinding that way too. It's faster to use Axle for this, especially equipped with the ray gun, because he'll drop red medals faster, but that's a good way to grind medals if you don't already know. I dodged that laser attack. Didn't have to damage boost. Alright, now we're chasing him, and here's another efficient way to get more of those medals. If you use the ray gun, whether you're playing as Axle or Pallette, again, play as White Axle for the infinite flight. There's a real neat design of my favorite weapon to use for Pallette/Axle, yep. Alright, just keep blasting them like this, and you can get more gems like this. And I say move the second the medals start to disappear. When they do the little blinking animation, right about now, there we go. And a bunch of them spawn. They're worth 50 medals each, if you're curious, for those who didn't already know. Or if you want to play the slow way, just keep playing the game over and over again on rookie mode, and keep beating the bosses over and over again so you can keep getting medals that are worth 3,000. That's a way to grind them too, and I sometimes like doing that. And I think this game is fine enough in its replay value that I think it's not too tedious. That's just for me, though. Just keep on going. We're at the end of this part of the stage. I'll switch to Alia. I know Boba Fett today. I just keep dodging all of this. You can actually hear Earthrock Trilobite's voice in the background too, if you listen closely, as he's trying to attack you with his crystal wall attack. I'm so used to jumping with these as Ultimate Armor X, I forgot that Alia doesn't have the height and jump height. Alright, and then goes that challenge. Switch back to Pallette. Now let's go take on that robot one last time. Animation does look nice and clean, though. Definitely my third favorite of the X games. Just behind X4 and X1. If you want to know why I like X4, just watch the X4 playthrough on YouTube. If you're curious. Alright, we gotta hit him about 3 more times. And on one hand, y'all know about the Sonic X dub, right? The 4Kids dub for that? I bring that up because I feel like Pallette's voice kind of sounds like Amy from Sonic X. Just wanted to point that out. Anyways, you can use the Spiral Magnum weapon against Earthrock Trilobite.
Warning. Warning.
Yes. Well, at least for the X series. I haven't done the Classic series yet, but don't you worry, it'll happen eventually. I got another Mega Man X game planned after this playthrough's done. I don't think it's not the same voice actresses according to the credits, but sounds very similar. At least I think so. Either that, I should do some research on that. But otherwise. Then again, this game also did come out around the same time as Sonic X, so a lot of voice actors and actresses would be the same. Like, hey, think Dan Green for Knuckles' voice in Yugi's and Pharaoh's voice in Yu-Gi-Oh!, for example. I noticed that a lot with games like Persona, Tales of, the Alia games, all that stuff. And I'm taking way too much damage from these crystal walls. And luckily, Antonian's weapon, at least for Axel and Pallette, can go through walls, so I can keep hitting you from over here. Yeah, Lisa O'Tears, I forgot her name. Yeah, it's not the same person. They sound similar, though, but it's not the same person. According to the credits, it's like Chris something. Forgot her last name, but yeah. Alright, there's a super attack, and let's just keep blasting him until we win. Actually, better yet, invincibility frames, and you're dead. Yeah, I don't think she voiced any Mega Man characters either from the Classic series or the X series, and a lot of people consider, like, a lot of the games that are voice acted to be bad voice acting. This game and, like, Maverick Hunters X as well as Mega Man 11 are one of the few Mega Man games that are an exception to the bad voice acting thing that most Mega Man games have, like X4 and Mega Man 8. It is quite cool, actually, yes. Alright, we're halfway done with the Maverick stages, and now, y'all can call me a pansy if you want. Like I did earlier in the playthrough, I'm putting this in rookie mode because I freaking hate this stage. But anyways, bringing a layer, and Pallette again, why not? Alright, we just gotta constantly boost and keep blasting him. Because this is why I hate this stage, just way too gimmicky, and if you run out of boost, well, it's gonna be real hard to even run into this guy. This is the boss of the stage if you haven't noticed as well. Wait, what the? Where'd I go? Oh, never mind. Thought I went somewhere, just cutscenes playing. Alright, thank you for stopping by and becoming a gamer bear. Extra bad at games. Alright, just past that. We don't need to see that. Alright, and he goes down like a pansy once you hit him a few times. And let me take this off rookie mode real quick. Just want to do that for the stage. Alright, thank you for stopping by and thank you for the raid as well. Alright, and thank you for stopping by too, Lucy, and for becoming a gamer bear. Alright, just keep spamming the attack, because just hitting him with your sword kills him pretty easily if you have Earthrock Trilobite's weapon. Alright, here comes the second phase. Alright, so I have friends on the way and he's dead. Easy. Hey, Mega Man's a real cool franchise. It wouldn't be bad for you to think about that for a while. Also, I did that in 30 seconds. Good lord. Anyways. Alright, here's another stage I absolutely hate, putting on rookie mode again. Alright, bring an Alia because of the charge shot, and Pallette. And discount Frostman. Again.
Avalanche Yeti. Ready.
Alright, switching to Pallette just so we can keep spamming shots like this. I just go over that. And more reasons why I put this to rookie mode, because of that. It's very easy to fall off. Alright, changing to Alia, now we have the boss fight. Or the mid-boss fight. I just dodged these guys, even though I got hit by one of them. Same reason why I like using Alia for this stage, just for the charge booster. And that's the second mid-boss, or first mid-boss down. Alright, back to Pallette. Alright, time to get through this annoying part. And no need to get those, why am I even bothering? And I like going in here just for fun. Alright, now for the second boss fight. I bust him away. Alright, if you're fast enough, well, I was about to say you can do that in one go, but you can always dash forward as well if you want to get in more hits. Thankfully, this playthrough taught me that. Despite that, I did not know I could do that. Alright, and that one's dead. Alright, and now let's equip Thunder Dancer. Though we can't go up here without a double jump, since neither of our characters can do that, but we don't need to go up there.
Warning. Warning.
Alright, discount Frostman, I got you this time. There we go, get a little damage on him. I think a lot of people considered him the Harvest Maverick in this game, but I really kind of disagree with that. Give him some of that Spark Mandrill syndrome. He can't do anything else about it. Alright, he's gonna spawn all those snowflakes. And he's dead. Really enough, I kind of hate that Alia doesn't change colors when you use the different weapons. Would have been really cool if she did. Would have loved to see her in different colors, but oh well. Just somewhat screams rushed that they weren't able to do that, but oh well. And like I mentioned before, how the Navigators are pretty much just their male counterparts, but with less abilities. And with the unused content that I talked about earlier, it just shows that, like, the Navigators being added as playable characters almost feels like an afterthought that just wasn't fully polished out, you know? Whatever, next stage.
Good workout.
Alright, now, Burn Rooster stage, we're going to need... Yeah, let's see, we're gonna need the double jump for this. And I think I might take this off freaking mode just so it goes by a little faster.
Ready.
Alright, just take this off freaking mode because this part does go by faster if you take that off. The second part is far more dangerous, though. And the last stage in this game that I really hate as well. Just forgot to mention that. And you can see why, because this is literally most of the stage. This is just tedium. That's the one thing I also neglected to bring up during this playthrough, is that every stage in this game is a sort of gimmick. It's not exactly a stage, it's just one big fat gimmick in each stage. And that can get kind of annoying real quick. Especially gimmicks like this that clearly just scream, oh, this game is a bit rushed, I guess, or this part of the game in particular was a bit rushed in development. That part's done. Actually, we don't need that on, at least still in the next part. Why do I keep getting the medals? All that grinding, all that muscle memory from the grinding hasn't gone away, clearly. I might change the palette for this, actually, and just keep blasting this way. Alright, and just for fun, I'm gonna break that real quick. Really no reason to, just for fun. Alright, that should be done with the spikes. Like I mentioned, that Pallette does lack the A-Trans. I'm pressing X right here, and her bullets aren't shooting out the A-Trans bullets. Alright, one more of these. Alright, here comes the second part of the stage. I always like the voice clips that Pallette has when you do that little dodge there. It's kind of funny, actually. It just goes, whoa! Also, I don't understand why that platform on the far left side of the screen is there. There's no reason for that to be there. Not even for a secret or anything. Well, I don't really have much to say about this part. This is just the whole thing. This ain't even the last segment of this. We'll be going to, for those of you who might not know. And more reasons why I like using the spin. Suspends you in air. Let's use the ice gatling. Alright, let's take this off Rookie mode now that that part's done. We'll be putting it back on after this stage, and you'll see why in a sec for those of you who don't already know. And yes, just like Zero and Axel, Pallette has the longest dash of the female Navigators, while Blair has the lowest one. I forgot to mention that. There's a lot of things I forgot to mention, let's be honest. There's some real Spark Mandrill syndrome over here. Literally, with a nice weapon involved. Alright, here comes the angry mode. And he's dead. Alright, and take this off rookie mode, or on rookie mode, just so it's a little bit slower, it just moves too fast for my liking sometimes. And more reasons why I really like using the double jump, just makes it easy, in this stage specifically, just makes it easier to navigate your jumps, in case you miss one. Alright, take this off rookie mode for the last Maverick stage. Alright, and let's see, Alia, and that Pallette.
Bamboo Pandemonium. Ready.
Alright, let's stage, let's switch to Pallette. And time to breeze through this with ease. I used the wrong weapon, I didn't want to use that. Yeah, we don't need to go back. I was about to, but nah. That rod armor's nice and open. Just damage boost, go in here. Alright, back in the right armor. Kind of shows a way to heal the right armor too, but perhaps it's for the better, since if you want to get one of the rare, or two of the rare medals in this stage, you do need to keep this thing alive. Thankfully, there's pretty easy ways to do that. Hey, just in time. Y'all thought I'd lose that, didn't you? Alright, it makes a nice little circus for us. I might as well kill him with this attack. I'm gonna put this in working mode for a second. Just for fun. Just so I can damage boost. Take it. Screw it, doesn't matter. And go right over here. Just for those of you who might not know how to get that rare metal that's there, even though we already got it. And now we just wait. We can't even move. Game disabled my controls. And one thing that I didn't know you could do in this game, actually, just like in X4, if the game would let me move, there we go. Which I don't think we'll be able to do, sadly. But that's okay, I did do this off screen while I was doing all my grinding. You can actually bring the right armor with you into the Bamboo Pandemonium fight if you want. Be aware, though, he can pretty easily destroy it. There you go, let me switch to Alia. Barely used her in this stage.
Warning. Warning.
How much you want to bet that Bamboo Pandemonium wasn't even loaded in there until that camera pan? Probably how the animation of that works. Anyways, no creeper. Burn him. Hey, can't touch me with those. Here comes this attack. Which I still get hit with, but that's okay. Oh, that's not good. I can still win. And he's dead. Oh, that was a close one. Alright, stage selection.
There's no doubt.
With all of them defeated, we're gonna go to the moon. Or not, well, not just yet. We still gotta go through the Jacob elevator first. I'm gonna go back to the left for a split second to buy just another one of these. Might need it. I gotta bring Alia for this one and Alia for this one. Switch to a layer, and we will use our Sigma Blade. And I guess while we're here, since we've gone through all these 8 stages, and before we do the final stage, I do want to go through some of the intermissions, but question of the day, of the 3 Navigators, Alia, Lair, and Pallette, which one is your favorite and why? Alia for me. Though not my favorite Mega Man X girl that goes to Iris, I'm a bit of a simp for Alia, specifically for this version of her design. That's just my reason. Alright, try to kill these shield enemies before they can fully spawn in. Just because the shield enemies, as you just saw, have a bit of a weird hitbox. That should be the end of that. Because we're going to see our favorite bounty hunter in just a few seconds.
Warning. Warning.
Hey, look at that, it's Boba Fett again. Alright, Vile, I got your favorite again. You want to see it? It's a charge shot! No, a charge shot anyways. Alright, just hit him with his weakness. Though, since we're not using Black Zero, we can't really get all the damage we'd like to out of it. Alright, and then, oh look at that, it's very similar to his fire attack from X3. Though he rarely uses it, at least that I've seen. Either that or I just go through this boss fight so quick I don't really notice it. Yeah, damage boost. I feel like these lightning bolts take just a little too long to go away. It's such a short window to try and dash through it too. Actually, maybe let's switch to Alia, let her have the final hit. Damn it. And now he's dead. Alright. I still wish they had their own animation instead of just using the male characters' animations. Would have been so cool if they had their own, but oh well. Well, outside of the character select screen, that is, but yeah.
That looked like vile.
Alright, we'll do this stage, and then before the final stage, we can do the intermission. Okay, Lair and Pal can handle this one.
ready.
Help me.
Here we are in the boss graveyard for the third and final time. Let's fight Antonian first.
Here I come.
Sorry to anybody out there named Antonio. Had a friend of mine named Antonio, actually. I just want to call him Antonian just because of this boss. Alright, here comes the ultimate attack from him. As usual, super easy to dodge. Down he goes.
Let's switch.
Dank Mantis, you're next. You know, one other thing I realized too, like on most Mega Man games, the weapon that you get from the boss they'll use at some point in their boss fight. In this game, since you have 3, technically 6, 7 playable characters, each Maverick has 3 separate attacks, and whatever weapon the 3 characters get is based on one of those 3 attacks that they can use based on one of the 3 attacks from the bosses. I kind of like that. Alright, here we go. Try to hit me here first. There he goes. I think Avalanche Yeti should be next. Actually, no, it just brings him out of the snow, but apparently it does a little damage to him. So annoying how little damage Pallette does to him, actually, so just gonna stop doing that. Alright, should be doing his power attack now. There it is. I think when he runs into you and he does that, it doesn't do any damage. At least not that I've noticed. It looked like I didn't take any damage from that. And wet. Oh, come on. I nearly got hit. Almost dodged it. Oh well, that's fine.
Let's switch.
Gigabolt Man of War is next. Just realizing up close that lightning looks a little pixelated. But it still looks pretty decent, I think. If you look past the pixelation, that is. And down goes him again. Still the worst Maverick in this game, do not like him. Our burn roaster is next. At Samuel's stage, he'll always go in the direction you're in to try and burn the walls. And probably the easiest Maverick in this game, maybe? Nah, Antonion's the easiest one. This guy's probably the second easiest. And all we have left is Bamboo Pandemonium. I might as well take on the Optic Sunflower. Now let me bring out his weakness, the Blast Launcher. I thought that's the weakness for him, but he doesn't take too much damage from it. Now let's switch to Pallette for this. These lasers do come in at light speed, by the way, so they can move faster than light. Which is pretty damn cool, honestly.
Here I come.
Alright, that should... Well, actually, Orthrock Trilobite is next. Let's deal with him. And there's one thing I found out actually about Crystal Wall if you're using Zero Layers Sigma Blade weapon. You can actually push it away. Like, look at this. You can constantly keep hitting it over and over again. It doesn't really do anything, but it's just visual. Alright, change weapons to Spiral Magnum. There he goes, in time for the actual hardest Maverick in the game, being Bamboo Pandemonium. When people say Avalanche Yeti, I don't fully believe them, as Bamboo Pandemonium who's the hardest one in my opinion.
Let's switch.
Yeah, too fast for you, dude. Might as well just damage boost. Run out of space there. I didn't get hit by that? That's awesome.
Let's switch.
Nice to know this the flamethrower outranges his multi-punch attack. You think I didn't learn from our last fight? Think again. That's all breaking down. Let's go from that. One other thing, well, I guess you guys probably noticed it throughout the story, but I forgot to mention that if you're using the female characters, what the? Excuse me? That's the first time that's ever happened to me. Don't tell me I gotta redo all the... Okay, cool. No time to be faster then. I did not know that could happen. Run, run, run. Alright, here comes the Sigma fight.
Bring it on! You're weak!
Alright, and he's weak to Dark Knight's weapon, which is pretty cool. Nope, you're not allowed to get that off, sadly. Well, sadly for you. Good for me, though. Here comes turning the floor into fire. Might as well switch to Pallette, we can use Dank Arrow. You know Dark Arrow works like that, it's got enemy-seeking properties. And well, down it goes. Easy. And the final big medal that we'll get, and not like I need it, but whatever. Let's make sure we got everything we need. Yeah, we got everything. Alright, let's save real quick, because you know what they say. It's good to keep a record.
I'm picking.
Alright, we're not going to go to the moon just yet. I want to show off this little intermission stage here. Might as well use you two. Because every stage does have an intermission level, but it's a really tedious process in order to unlock them. We gotta do the whole boss gauntlet over again. I forgot that for some reason this is the Troy base one, yet this was the one on the Jacob elevator. It's the same thing we just did, but timed, so you know what, I'm not gonna bother with that one. I mean, it's pretty easy. You could do that in easy amount of times. It's a really good way to grind more medals too, actually, if you want to. That's probably another point of the intermission stages. There's one with Burn Research stage that is these, is the platform sections, but they go on endlessly until you die, pretty much. And I know there's the same thing with Avalanche Yeti stage. Apparently the way you're supposed to unlock them is you're supposed to die a certain amount of times on each stage, which, why would you do that? I don't know, that always confused me a bit, how you're supposed to die a certain amount of times in each stage before you can unlock the intermissions. I mean, that's what I found, I don't know. We'll do this intermission.
Here goes nothing.
Alia's all by herself, we only get one hunter for this one. And I think this one is just endless mode as well. We'll do it for a tiny bit. Yeah, this is just an endless mode until you decide to quit or die. Just do it for like, 2 minutes or something. It's probably the best to do with 0/layer, since the sword swings hit most of the enemies easier. As well as this little tedious claw attack. Honestly, this claw attack doesn't need to exist. It's just making this longer than it has to be. And only these crab guys over here get killed. Though they're a little too short that your main attacks can't really hit them most of the time, so there's that, I guess. Oh, whatever. Plus that waterfall in the background kinda tries a bit. You look at it for too long. So the intermission stage are a little short-lived, but it's just a way to grind more medals. But I already went over an easier way to grind medals in this game, and a far less, well, I shouldn't say far less tedious, that way I showed earlier is kind of tedious too. But at least you don't have to do all the unnecessary platforming and trying to hit multiple different enemies and whatnot. But anyways, let's go on to the final stage. Alright, Alia and Lair.
Ready. Please, I'll give it a shot.
Let's have Alia deal with this one.
I'll give it a shot.
Alright, and guess who we're running into this time? That's right, everyone's favorite bounty hunter. Here he is. Get out of that. You don't need to be in that. Hey, Vile, I got your favorite one last time. A charge shot I missed. I got your favorite. A charge shot. Oh no, not a charge shot. Ah! Alright, easily take him out of his mech. Alright, that doesn't end it just yet, but that's okay. Alright, that ends it right there. You know, they say cool guys don't look at explosions, or I guess in this case, cool gals don't look at explosions. Anyway, it's time to move on. Alright, I can kill this guy over here.
Help me. Here goes nothing. Time to switch. Here I come.
Alright, here comes the wonderful... Ah, you... Call me pants if you want. Just want to get through the spike section. Sorry for the jump scare. Alright, I might as well get that little health recovery setting up there.
Please. I'll be.
Alright.
Please. Here I come.
I don't accidentally hit those spikes. And here comes everyone's favorite section in the game. Actually, not even joking, a lot of people really like this section, and I don't blame them. It's a really neat spike section.
My cousin.
Oh, I almost died there.
Let's switch. Here goes nothing.
Alright, nice little dash.
Time to switch.
Alright, take it off rookie mode because we got ourselves a boss fight.
Warning. Warning.
Alright, Sigma boy, bring it on indeed.
Time to switch. I'll be.
Kinda hard to hit people with that attack. It's mostly just good for airborne enemies, but not every enemy is gonna be airborne. I kinda wish you could crouch in this game like you could in X7, or X5, 6, and 7, but no. Here comes the phase 2. Uh-oh. Don't you do that to her, get out of that. Now let's switch to Shining Ray. They do also have voice clip, well, if you didn't already know throughout the game, they do also have voice clips as you're using different attacks. So maybe I'll put a, what am I call it, for this episode, probably put a link in the description below for the different voice clips in this game, for those of you who might be a little curious. Alright, here comes the final phase. Ow.
I won't give up.
I got this attack on him. It might not kill him, actually, but let's see. I like how sometimes the code in the background is green, other times it's orange. I'm not entirely sure what determines that. Add a few extra hits, might as well. Down he goes. Alright, time for the Lumine fight. All those cutscenes are skipped, for obvious reasons. And I barely have any HP left. Might as well use some of our sub-tanks. And that whole one was used. Still got at least a half one to go. I just got the 8 Chaos Emeralds again. Alright, let's switch to Alia and get... oh, come on. Let's get Squeeze Bomb. Which apparently neutralizes this one. Interesting. Didn't know those walls can neutralize that weapon. A Gravity Antonian. That's not what I wanted. Wanted to do that to him. Here comes the Bamboo Bantamonium attack. This one's easy to dodge. Just spin in the air like this. Here comes this attack, and now I have known how to dodge it. Nope, not touching me this time. Alright, he's gonna burn the walls this time. And down goes Lumine Phase 1. And now he becomes Jesus. Alright, before I continue with that, why don't we heal? Later. Oh, only about halfway, sadly, but that's okay. Just layer, get some damage in there. I think I should do the rest of this with Alia then, until the final battle. Or until the final phase. Make a little damage in there. I guess I can't do that just yet. Alright, there we go, Paradise Lost. Alright, here we go, switch to Alia, and I win. And that, everybody, is Mega Man X8 with the Navigators. And that's the game right there. Alright, we got this message. We already read that in the finale. Oh, nice little letter from Dr. Light. And this is probably the last time I play this game for a while, I'll be honest. Because I've been playing this game an awful lot lately. One other thing. The top screen is different for the male and the female characters. You got the female characters over here. I'm not entirely sure you changed that back to the male characters, but whatever. Well, with that being said, that is the end of Mega Man X8 playthrough, and I'll be right back for a new Mega Man X playthrough and the next game in the series, so you guys could probably guess which one that'll be. Anyways, if y'all enjoyed this and you want to see more, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and follow. Hit one of the videos saying screen right now on YouTube and that bell button for more. May I also give a special thank you to IDS for sending us a beautiful raid, as well as a lot of people who became Gamer Bears today. That being Extra Bad at Games for falling not once but twice. To the tallest bat 30. Eclipse _ Mamba for becoming a Gamer Bear. I Love Addy 2002, excuse me, for becoming a Gamer Bear. X Shady for becoming a Gamer Bear, as well as Lou _ C8 for becoming a Gamer Bear. This video is also sponsored by the wonderful people at W. Just hit the link in the description below. Use the code provided to get a wonderful discount. Your wonderful drink order. I recommend the Dragonade flavor, as well as you like and dislike about this video. We use that feedback for future videos. Consider answering the question of the day of the 3 Navigators. Which one is your favorite and why? And you know my answer. I go for Leia. I'm a bit of a simp for her. Not as much of a simp as I am for Iris, though. And finally, consider becoming a YouTube member for $3 a month and a Twitch subscriber for $6 a month for wonderful bonuses, such as my Pokemon Insurgents playthrough. Anyways, for those of you on Twitch, let us end this off with a quick raid. And who today is playing X8 as well. Alright, let's look this up. Oh, there's somebody playing X8 16-bit demake, so let's do that. Greg Narok is playing this game, so send him your unwavering love and support.
Migrations to the moon, thanks to new technology.
Alright, and thank you all for watching. Have a perfect day. See you in the next Mega Man playthrough.